Hello, we're looking at examples of solving systems of equation word problems, and we are going to combine a lot of information today. So we're going to combine our information on solving equations. We're going to combine our information and our knowledge of creating words from creating an equation from a word problem. We're going to do all of that right now. So as you recall, when we solve a system of equation, we're finding where those two values are equal to each other. And so this is a really good example of that. It says a large pizza at Palanzino's Pizzeria costs $6.80 plus 90 cents for each topping. The cost of a large cheese at Gudio's Pizza is $7.30 plus 65 cents for each topping. How many toppings need to be added to a large cheese pizza for Palanzino's? I know I'm butchering the name and I apologize to whoever's place this is. Pizzeria and Gudio's, I'm sure I'm butchering that name as well. Pizza order. For the pizzas, the cost is the same, not including tax. So we're not even including tax in this one. So as always, the first thing I'm going to do is define my variable. So my variable is going to be x, and I like x, so I'm going to use x, and my x is going to stand for my toppings. Okay, so I'm going to say tops. All right, so from P's place, the cost would be, so the cost from P's place would be $6.80 plus 90 cents per topping. And then the total cost from G's place is going to be $7.30 plus 65 cents per topping. And I want to know how many toppings can I add when these two costs are the same, when they're equal. So this is like substitution. Now I want to figure out where the two costs are the same. So I'm going to set those two equal to each other and solve for my x. All right, first thing that I like to do is I like to get my variables on one side. So I'm going to subtract 65 cents from both sides, 65 cents x from both sides. And that gives me $6.80 plus 25 cents x is equal to $7.30. And I have run out of space, and I apologize for that, but I am going to have to delete some of this. Remember, you can always rewind if you need to. All right, so let me just rewrite that up here. $6.80 plus 25 cents x equals $7.30. Trying to get that x by itself, so I'm going to subtract $6.80 from both sides now. Goes away here, so that's 25 cents x. And this is a difference of 50 cents. So now I'm going to divide by 25 cents to get my x by itself. And my x is equal to 2. So if I add 2 toppings at each restaurant, then I should get the same price for my cheese pizza, which is not technically a cheese pizza anymore because you added toppings. Anyway, let's verify that by checking our equations. So I'm going to have to delete again. All right, so if you recall, we said that this price from the P place was $6.80 plus 90 cents And the cost from the G place was $7.30 plus 65 cents times the toppings. So I'm going to plug in 2 for both of these and see if I get the same cost at the end, because that's what I'm trying to figure out. So that's CP equals 680 plus 0.90 times 2. And when I put that in, I get $8.60. Okay, so let's do the second one. Two toppings again. I'm going to put that in my calculator, and again, I get $8.60. So it works out. And so this is money, money, and this is the amount of toppings that I have. All right, let's do the next one. It says, Miss Kitts works at a music store. Last week, and do they even have music? Yeah, they have music stores, but do they sell CDs anymore? I wonder. Think that's something of the past. But last week she sold 6 more than 3 times the number of CDs that she sold this week. Oh, that's a mouthful. Miss Kit sold a total of 110 CDs over the 2 weeks. Which system of equation can be used to find L, the number of CDs she sold last week, and T, the number of CDs she sold this week? So they have already defined the variables for us. So L is the number of CDs that she sold last week, and T, I just cannot type it all, guys, or write it all, is the number of CDs she sold this week. So now let's try to make some equations here. So first, this one is the easiest one in my opinion. It says Miss Kit sold a total of 110 CDs over 2 weeks. So that means that week 1, our last week, this week, so L plus T, and I don't like using T because it looks like my plus sign, is 110 CDs. So there's one. Then let's try to go through and decipher this one. It says last week, so last week is L, right? Do we agree with that? Last week is L. She sold 6 more, so we know 6 more is that plus 3 times the number of CDs she sold this week. So 3 times the number of CDs she sold this week, she has 6 more. All right, so we did what they asked us to do, but why not solve it? Let's go ahead and solve it because we love math and that's what we're going to do. And we can use our substitution method here. So I can plug this whole thing in for L here. So I'm going to say 3t plus 6 plus t is equal to 110. Okay, first thing I need to do is combine my like terms. So I get 4t plus 6 equals 110. Then I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. And I'm going to come up here and finish writing. So I get 4t is equal to 104. Then I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides. And I get t is equal to 26. So T stands for this week. So she sold 26 CDs this week. Now we need to go back to last week. So does it matter which equation I use? It does not. What's going to use the first? Let's use this one. So we'll plug in L plus 26 equals 110. Subtract 26 from both sides. So last week she sold 84. So this week she sold 26. Last week she sold 84. Last one. All right, it says the length of a rectangle is equal to triple the width. Which system of equations can be used to find the dimensions of the rectangle if the perimeter is 86 centimeters? So let's say L is the length and W is the width. So remember, we always need to define our variables. Helps us out. Just makes everything better. Okay, let's start here at the end. I like to start at the end. The perimeter is 86 centimeters, and we know the perimeter for rectangle is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, and that's equal to my 86 centimeters. All right, it says the length is equal to triple the width. So the length is 3 times the width. It does not ask me to solve, but guess what I want to do? I want to solve this thing. So I'm going to take what I have here. It says L is equal to 3W. I'm going to substitute it in. So what I have here for L, I'm going to put it in here for L. So it's going to give me 2 times 3W plus 2W equals 86. And I'm going to leave off the centimeters for now just so I don't have to write so many letters. So it's going to give me 6W plus 2W equals 86. I'm going to come over here. I get 8W. 6 plus 2 is 8. It's 86. Divide both sides by 8. And I get W is equal to 10.75, a decimal. Ugh, don't like decimals. All right, so I get 10.75 centimeters. Don't forget that. All right, so now I can go back and find the length, and I'm going to plug it in. This one, this is definitely the easiest one to plug it into, right? So that's L is equal to 3 times 10.75. And so I get the length is 32.25 centimeters. Now, of course, you want to go back and check. You always want to check to make sure that you have performed it correctly. And so we can definitely do that. This one, it doesn't make any sense to plug it in here, but here we can go back and check it. So we can say 2 times my length, which is 32.25 centimeters, plus 2 times my width, which is 10.75. Does that equal 86? And by George, it does. So that works out, and I hope that this helps.